where were you when you saw DeAndre catch that ball from Kyler Murray, and knowing him the way you know him, I imagine you weren't surprised, but what was your reaction to it?
We were on the plane ride coming back from Cleveland, and that's just hot. It was, like you said, no surprise. You know, that was a guy that do it on a daily basis, and I mean that's what he's known for. You know, being legendary in legendary moments, and so he made a great play for them, and he got them the W.
Mark Berman.
Deshaun, how long have you had a chance to know Cam? How much have you watched him, and what has he meant to you as you watch his career and as you moved along in your career as well?
Yeah, Cam is a big brother to me, mentor. I don't even say mentor, just brother, just life experiences, life advice, football advice. Just always been there for me since I was in high school. So me and him have a great relationship. We always supported each other. He's a guy that I based my game, especially at a young age, around, you know, what he did. He was definitely, you know, a reason why I watched Auburn in college and things like that. So, I mean, he's just always been my favorite quarterback. And, you know, it's a cool opportunity for us to be able to go against each other, too.
I was going to ask you, does it make it more special because it's Cam on the other side?
Most definitely. Like I said, like he watched me through high school, through college, all that. So it's definitely very, very cool to keep, you know, I'm finally where I want to be as far as just as my dream and getting opportunities, you know, like I wanted to be when I was in high school and learning from him.
John McClain.
Guess you didn't listen to his fashion advice, huh?
No, I'm not that. I'm not that too out there. He got some different designers than what I got.
Deshaun, in the last 3 games, you've run more times for more yards than you did in the first 6. Do you think it's important that you run a lot now, considering how you guys have struggled in the running game?
Yeah, a lot of those just kind of reaction and just kind of making plays happen. But you know, it helps the offense to be able to expand, you know, what we do, especially open up the run game a little bit. But yeah, most of those plays have just been naturally just kind of pocket collapse of me just making a play.
Can I ask one more right quick? Last year's game, did you get a bigger kick out of your touchdown passes or your touchdown catch?
The passes was pretty fun, especially the one to Kenny. But that catch really put everything over the thing because it was a unique play that I told Hop all week that, hey, just pitch it anyway. And he did a good job of really sucking it, bringing the defense in and getting them to collapse and making a good pitch. And I just caught it and dove in. That really turned the game up, got the crowd into it. So I think the catch, you know, from Hop.
Aaron Reese.
And Deshaun, I know you've won at every level, so I'm just wondering what has this been like for you this season, just in terms of what sort of challenge has it been as a leader for a team just to have to go through this?
You got to keep pushing forward. It really brings out true character and who you are and what you made of and how determined and motivated you are to keep pushing forward. And really, you know, for me, just controlling what I can control, just doing the best I can do as a quarterback, as a teammate, as a player. Not trying to do too much and being, you know, too much of a superhero because that can really turn out bad, or sometimes it can turn out good. But for me, just really controlling and mastering my craft and doing what I can to try to get the, you know, try to opportunity to win games.
Aaron Wilson.
Hey, Deshaun. For a year later, both teams not being in contention, the Patriots not have a winning record, I should say. How shocking is that to you, just looking back at where this thing was and to where it is now?
I mean, that's life of the NFL. You never know. Every year is different. Every team is different. Every situation is different. So, you know, it's just how it is right now. And, yeah, that's just really the life of how the NFL works out.
And your receiving core, Brandon Cooks in particular and Will Fuller, what's it been like to throw to those two guys to have that kind of outside speed and at your disposal?
It's been great. I've been learning so much, especially from Cobb Cooks, but also from Will and Stills and the rest of the guys. but it's good to have those two guys at their speed and very disciplined and understand football and what we want to do as a whole, in each and every play. So it's been good.
DP.
Hey, Deshaun, back to Cam Newton. You said you've known him since high school. Can you describe how you guys met? Wasn't it you were playing on a 7-on-7 team and it was Cam's team and he picked you to be the quarterback? How exactly did that all unfold?
Yeah, it was. I was on my high school team and we went to the Cam Newton 7-on-7. I think it was his first ever annual 7-on-7 in Atlanta, Georgia. And we went to the championship game. I can't remember if we ended up winning or not, but we got selected to his all-star team. We flew out to IMG, I think it was, and did a tournament. But at that time, that's when we became close. And that, I was committed to Clemson, but he wanted me to go to Auburn and switch that around. But I couldn't do that. I was so locked in. But, yeah, we just kind of built from there. And then once, of course, he's in Charlotte, I'm in Clemson. We were right there. A lot of times on the phone. A lot of situations where we just kind of just chopped it up all night. And, he just showed me a lot of different lifetime, life experiences and how to be a professional quarterback at this level. And he always told me that just this one thing. I mean, if you continue to do what you do, stay in school, stay locked in and stay focused on your craft, I'm going to be in a position that he was in, especially at that time. I think that was early in his career, just being the number one pick. So, having the opportunity now and being in the position I am, I mean, he spoke everything into existence, and I just kind of follow his lead and his guidance, and it led me here.
Cody Stutes.
Deshaun, going back to Sunday, what did you make of the decision to take the offense off the field on that 4th and 2 and go with the kick? And do you hope maybe going forward there'd be a little bit more faith in the offense in that situation from the coaching staff?
I mean, I guess you can say that, but who knows what's going to happen? That was a situation where it was just a tricky spot. Yeah, we go for it, but if we didn't make it, then we didn't have opportunity to score points. We had the opportunity to make the field goal. It just didn't connect. So I don't think it was a bad situation or a big turning point in the game. I think the turning point, of course, the wind blew the ball to the left of the field goal post, but and we didn't make it. But if we would have made it, I don't even think that question would have popped up.
John.
Deshaun, what advice would you give to Drew Brees for playing with a collapsed lung and broken ribs?
Protect yourself. Don't take any unnecessary hits. For me, as I think about that moment, it was tough. It was a lot of different uncomfortable pain and breathing, especially with the punctured lung. But really, just you can't really do too much. You got to really, really let it just kind of heal. I don't think he had to have surgery, but for me, I didn't have to have it, and I just kind of a lot of rest, a lot of different treatments of breathing, and really just kind of it's all about the rest.
We'll take 2 more. Brandon.
Deshaun, what do you see on tape from J.C. Jackson?
Very athletic guy that loves to challenge the receivers, and he's been playing a lot of good football and creating turnovers for New England. Guy that's confidence has grown over the years, and he's definitely playing some of his best ball for sure.
And then also, last thing, what goes into mastering your understanding of the timing of the offense? For example, like when you should throw the ball, exactly when you should throw the ball for a play to be successful. What goes into you mastering that timing exactly?
Film study and reps. And then that's the biggest thing. Seeing it on film and seeing how it needs to be ran. And then going out there and continue to repeat it at a high level. And can try to do it as fast as you can, as much as you can, walk through it as much as you can, and just kind of visualize it as much as you can so you can go out there and just react to it.
Last one for Wex.
Hey, Deshaun, I'm sure you and Tim and everybody on the offense wants to get off to faster starts. And I know the second drive of the game this past week, you did have a chance to score down in the red zone. But just overall, as the last couple of weeks have gone by and maybe the whole season, do you see things that maybe you could do differently, even you personally, to allow for more success early in the game?
Just really just execute, continue to get first downs. And that's the biggest thing. Just trying to continue to, take what the defense is giving us early and try to make something happen.
Thanks, Deshaun.
Thank you, guys.